Awaken in the sun that has been sleeping within. God's glory hidden beneath your perfect thin skin. So feel the fear and just begin, because it's designed for you.
So I started rapping, we went up to Darwin, we were doing some ministry up there, and we were working with the young kids in the youth detention centre, and so I thought, why don't I just write a rap and see how it goes. And I remember doing it, and I did a rap and they thought it was cool, but then I started to try and beatbox, and I can't beatbox, and they started laughing at me. One thing that actually struck me was that one of the guys said, you know, you can't beatbox, but you can rap. And I figured, well, if he reckons I can rap, maybe I actually can. I knew I couldn't beatbox, and so I just continued writing raps from there on. I've always just loved rap. I didn't really listen to the content so much. I guess when I started to kind of get more into my faith and I started to listen to the actual words, I was a little bit sus, you know. Some of the words weren't so good and just the stuff they were rapping about. And that's part of the reason, I guess, why I started to write my own. I listened to this interview from a priest in America, Father Stan Fortuna. Yeah, like he was rapping, he was doing raps and things for the young kids in the Bronx. I remember him saying, if you want to be a priest and like religious, like we need to kind of dare just to bring the gospel in a way that, you know, he's going to reach young people. And he said that, you know, like God is the Lord of everything, and he's the Lord of all music, and so he's the Lord of rap music, and so why don't you bring him into that? I actually wrote my first rap, which was about daring to believe, and it was kind of from that interview. I think one of the things about rap music is that you don't have to worry so much about, you know, the melodies and things like that. You can just speak it out, and you can kind of do it in a way that's actually got a bit of oomph to it, if that makes any sense. And you can get a lot of words out just in a short amount of space, and you kind of just rap from your emotion, like kind of get it out there. And I also find, just because it's a little bit different, I'm a priest, and you don't, you know, I mean, I suppose there's a few priests now rapping, but I don't really know many. There's a bit of a novelty factor in that, and even when I'm preaching, sometimes I might like slip a little verse in there. It opens up young people in a way that they're not expecting. I guess sometimes I might introduce them about to rap, and they'll kind of think, okay, here we go, here's a cheesy rap coming for you. But I hope it's not too cheesy. Like I can just see that they're open, and then once that kind of happens, then I can just preach, and people's hearts are open, and you can bring the gospel in that way. Just as I was listening to that priest, you know, to dare to believe in Jesus and to use whatever to bring God's love to people, I think, yeah, I'd like to say that to you. To dare to believe and not to think, oh, I couldn't really use that talent because that's kind of different. To use anything, any gifts that God's given you. The Holy Spirit is amazing and he can use anything. And he's given you these gifts, so use that to bring the message of God's love to anybody and whoever's going to listen. You are the light of the world, salt of the earth, proclaiming God's love before the day you birth, worth more than $1 million in silver and gold. To be bold, step out of the mold, and let it be told that you believe in Jesus Christ, because he believes in you. I am Father Chris Eaton, not Father Chris Eating. That's pretty cheesy. Well, I'm brought up in the 90s, back when rap was like amazing. Nah. Do I have a favourite rapper? Well, I don't actually really listen to a lot of rap music these days. I'd have to still go back to the 90s, man. Do you want me to do a rap or anything like that? Got no backing tracks, so anyway. Okay, well, rap music has changed my life. Nah, it probably hasn't.
I'm upside down on a merry-go-round and round, picking up speed. This illusion of a dream is confusing my scene. An exciting life is what we're meant to live for. Excuse me, I'm just running out the door. There's no stopping this pace. I'm driven, given to achieve. Happiness at all costs is what we're meant to believe. Watching the world go by on its crazy ride.